we're back for another DH newsroom. Flights across the country have been stranded, and there are chaos in airports in every city in India. There's turbulence in the flights that IndiGo is running, and the matter seems to have reached the Parliament. We are joined with us today by my colleague Shemin Joy, who is going to give us an idea of what has taken place in the Parliament and as well as in the Civil Aviation Ministry. We will also be joined by Asra Mawad from Bangalore Airport. She is going to talk to us about what is happening in the airport in Bangalore. So first to you, Shemin, can you take us through why this has happened? Why has IndiGo needed to cancel about 400, 500, I don't know the exact number of flights, stranding flyers across the country at a time like now when the festival travel begins?
See, it all started with the flight duty time limitation norms coming into place. This is the second phase of these norms which are implemented from November 1st. So, IndiGo was supposed to have the rosters. This is basically about providing rest and stress-free environment for the pilots and crew. So, the DGCA has now mandated a 48-hour uninterrupted rest period, weekly rest for pilots and crew. So what happened was that because of this rostering problems, a lot of flights have been cancelled in the last 4 days. So IndiGo has been facing this problem because of the shortage of the crew. They have not recruited enough crew to handle this the changes that come after these norms.
So the idea is that IndiGo was given enough time to prepare for this. Can you give us a little bit on why IndiGo has not been able to get enough crew in time for these changes to have taken place?
See, Amrita, it is not just for IndiGo. For all the airlines, these norms have been put in place. See, in 2023, there was a case in Delhi High Court regarding the work atmosphere for the crew. Again, on the issue of this. So, in the court, the DGCA and the Civil Aviation Ministry said that they will be coming up with a new norms to handle this issue. In January 2024, the timeline is important. January 2024, the DGCA came out with these new norms where it mandated 48 consecutive hours of weekly rest for pilots. There will be no consecutive 2 days of night duty and so on, so many other issues. So this was to be implemented in June, July, after 6 months, like in June, July 2024. But then the airlines told the DGCA that it would not be possible for them to implement these norms in such a short period of time because they need to have more crew on the side. So this was then deferred to, the DGCA then decided to implement it in 2 phases after a year. That was late. The first phase has to be implemented in July 1st this year, and the second phase in November 1st this last month. What happened was that if you are implementing these norms, you need to have more pilots, more flight attendants, flight crew, other crew. IndiGo was slow in, what we hear from the industry sources are that IndiGo was slow in hiring pilots. They were into a cost-effective management, and also they didn't have enough crew and personnel to run these operations. That led to, so IndiGo had almost 18 months, 16 to 18 months to implement these things, but they were not fast enough to address this issue. You have to understand that IndiGo is one of the largest, not one of the, it's the largest airline in India. Its market share is at around 65 to 70% of the whole civil aviation market in India belongs to IndiGo. Air India comes second with 25-26%, and the rest 5% goes to a dozen airlines. So they had enough time, 18 months, but they didn't do it. That is what we hear from the industry sources.
Okay, let's head over to what Asra has to say. Asra, can you give us an idea? Can you describe to us the situation in the Bangalore airport?
As you can see, I'm at Bengaluru International Airport, and there is extreme chaos behind me with passengers. They've been stranded for the past 24 hours without their luggage. They're unsure where to go, and there is very little IndiGo staff on the ground to help them out.
Okay, Asra, hang in there. We're now going to head back to Shemin to understand more of what's happening in the parliament. The issue has reached the parliament, Shemin, and I think LOP Rahul Gandhi has raised the issue today. It has been raised by several members yesterday. I think Rajya Sabha MP Pramod Tiwari also raised the matter in the parliament. Can you give us an idea of what's happening, what MPs are saying, both from the opposition and from the treasury benches?
Last couple of days, when MPs have been raising this inside and outside, or more outside the parliament. Today morning, Rahul Gandhi, the leader of opposition in Lok Sabha, posted on X his comments on this thing, saying that he spoke about the monopolization of the aviation sector by IndiGo, and he was blaming the government for it. So a number of opposition MPs were in agreement with him, though BJP MPs like Rekha Sharma and all opposing, saying that that is not the case. This is a one-off incident where IndiGo could not perform well and they should be given time and all. In Rajya Sabha, Pramod Tiwari raised this issue. He raised an interesting point. When he said a number of MPs will be heading back to their constituencies and they have booked tickets on IndiGo, and there is no clarity on whether these people, they will be able to go back to their constituencies and attend their prior fixed engagements and all. Kiran Rijiju, the Parliament Affairs Minister, told the Rajya Sabha, informed the Rajya Sabha that before coming to the House, he himself had spoken to the Civil Aviation Minister, Ram Mohan Naidu, and requested him to take adequate measures to ensure that the situation is brought under control. Interestingly, a BJP MP, in Chandni Chowk, BJP MP Praveen Khandelwal also have written to Ram Mohan Naidu, seeking an inquiry into an investigation into what happened to in this particular episode. Because for last 4 days you have seen a lot of disruption in civil aviation sector. Airfares are also soaring these days, because when the demand rises, it's normal. So these kind of issues cutting across party lines, there are concerns, but even though BJP MPs are not supporting Rahul Gandhi on his monopoly comments. Basically, if Rahul Gandhi talks about a monopoly, some others talk about a duopoly. We also had some video, the comments by opposition MPs yesterday in our DH videos that talking about this duopoly.
Okay, let's go back to Asra. Asra, can you tell us a little bit about what flyers are telling you? What has been their experiences in this whole chaotic mess?
Yes, so other than the passengers I have spoken to so far are worried about their luggage, because a lot of them were connecting flights, so their luggage is stuck inside. And I've spoken to multiple passengers who haven't gotten their luggage back even after 24 hours, and they say that the IndiGo staff has not helped them at all. The only response they get from the staff is that give us some time to sort it out, but there are people who slept at the airport overnight and they're still unsure. What a lot of people are opting for, if they have their luggage, is they are looking for overnight buses to travel to Ahmedabad, which is a 2-night travel, what I'm being told, and to Mumbai and various other places, and Goa as well. But their passengers are frustrated, they don't know who to talk to. As I said, there are not a lot of IndiGo staff here talking or answering questions, so they feel extremely helpless with what they do.
Let's head back to Shemin. Shemin, can you tell us a bit about what prompted these changes, A, and B, what is the government doing to help clear this mess?
See, yesterday, the Civil Aviation Minister and the Ministry, as well as the DGCA, held a meeting with IndiGo officials. IndiGo told DGCA that they had some kind of, misjudgment. They admitted that this situation arose primarily because of the misjudgment and planning gaps in implementing this FTDL norms. They have said that, they have already indicated that this weekend, today as well as this weekend, they may see a little bit more cancellations coming, so that they want to stabilize the operations right now. From December 8 onwards, there will be lesser services from IndiGo, and they hope to normalize and bring back the services back to normal by February 10th. DGCA is constantly monitoring this situation. They have deployed people, officials in at Delhi airport and all to monitor how things are. And then the minister Ram Mohan Naidu has also instructed the Airports Authority of India officials to fan out across airports and see how these operations are happening. See, the thing is that a lot of passengers, I mean, like people have pre-scheduled when they scheduled engagements in other cities, so they are hugely impacted by this disruption.
Okay, thank you, Asta, and thanks for joining us, Shemin. Please watch out for more updates on this story at dh.com as well as on our social media. And to watch out more videos, please subscribe to our YouTube channel. Thank you.